Hello and welcome to this YouTube video about Belgium during the First World War. Belgium, a small country in Western Europe, was one of the first countries to be invaded by the German army in 1914. The German occupation of Belgium lasted for 4 years and brought about immense suffering for the Belgian people. In this video, we will explore what life was like for the Belgians during this period of occupation, and how they coped with the harsh realities of war. The invasion. On August 4, 1914, German forces crossed the border into Belgium, violating its neutrality. The Belgian army, despite being vastly outnumbered and outgunned, put up a fierce resistance, slowing down the German advance. However, by the end of August, the Germans had captured Brussels, the Belgian capital. The Belgian army retreated to the coastal town of Dunkirk, where they continued to fight alongside the British and French forces. German occupation. The German occupation of Belgium was marked by repression, violence, and brutality. The Germans imposed a system of martial law and curfews, which severely restricted the movements of the Belgian people. Many Belgians were imprisoned, and those suspected of resistance were often executed without trial. Food and resources were scarce, and the Germans requisitioned much of the food and livestock for their own army. As a result, many Belgians suffered from hunger and malnutrition. Part 3. Resistance. Despite the harsh repression, many Belgians refused to accept the German occupation and organized themselves into resistance groups. These groups carried out sabotage missions, smuggled information to the Allies, and helped Allied soldiers escape from German captivity. The most famous resistance group was the Belgian Spy Ring, which included Edith Cavell, a British nurse who helped Allied soldiers escape to the Netherlands. Cavell was eventually caught by the Germans and executed by firing squad. Liberation. Belgium was finally liberated from German occupation on November 11, 1918, when the armistice was signed. The Belgian people rejoiced, but the country had been devastated by 4 years of war. Many cities and towns were destroyed, and the Belgian economy was in ruins. The country had also suffered an estimated 40,000 civilian casualties during the war. In conclusion, the German occupation of Belgium during the First World War was a dark period in the country's history. The Belgian people were subjected to harsh repression and violence, but they refused to give up and organized themselves into resistance groups. Despite the devastation and loss, Belgium emerged from the war with a sense of pride and determination. The country had shown its resilience and its people had demonstrated their courage in the face of adversity. Thank you for watching this video on Belgium during the First World War.